ladies and gentlemen, the Khatakhat model. And very apt saying coming in on that. Give a man a fish and you will feed him for a day. Teach him how to fish and you will feed him for a lifetime. But what will happen if you promise everyone free fish? It will quickly become a heavy burden for all to bear. This is exactly the dramatic scenario unfolding in Congress-ruled states, where the once promised Khatakhat model has now plunged into a full-blown fatafat crisis, stretching from Himachal to Karnataka. In Himachal Pradesh, the High Court has now cracked the whip, ordering the attachment of Himachal Bhawan, the state's prestigious guest house in the national capital in New Delhi. This was due to unresolved debts that the government has with the hydroelectric power company. And the drama just doesn't end there. Over in Karnataka, the Congress MLA H.R. Gaviappa is now firing back at his own Sarkar, demanding more funding for his constituency. The BJP says that one thing is guaranteed under the Congress: loot and misgovernance. Listen in to the war of words.
इसके बारे में मैंने अभी जानकारी प्राप्त की है। मैंने कहा है कि आप मुझे बताइए क्योंकि और इस प्रकार के आदेश अगर आए तो उसके बारे में हम अध्ययन करेंगे।
ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಹೊರಂಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ। ನನಗೂ ನನ್ನ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಜನ ನನ್ನ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇವತ್ತು ನಾನು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ। ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ಬೇರೆ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗಿನ 70-80 ಕೋಟಿ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ನನಗೆ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು 30 ಕೋಟಿನ ಸಿಗಬೇಕಲ್ಲ। ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ದಂಗೆ ಬರೀ 10 ಕೋಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ನಡೆಸಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗಿನ ಅದು ಹೇಗೆ ನಾನು ನಡೆಸಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನನ್ನ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರ? वो बीजेपी सरकार ने
अब हिमाचल भवन को बेचा जाएगा क्योंकि इन लोगों ने हिमाचल की तिजोरियां खाली कर दी है।
You're watching the News Hour at 9, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Joining the debate will GVL Narasimha Rao, Anand Ranganathan, Tehseen Poonawalla is Dr. Suman Siraman. But first, Tehseen, coming to you. Is this the Khatakhat model that Rahul Gandhi was presenting to the whole country? You got forms filled up in the Lok Sabha elections ke aapke ghar 1 lakh rupe aayenge, there will be 8,500 every month in your account. People were looking for you after the elections. Well, those women were very disappointed after going to the Congress headquarters. Now, the Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh says, oh, if there is such an order, we will study it. Himachal Pradesh ka jo bhavan hai, the guest house has been attached. The Chief Minister is still studying the matter. It's gone, finished, thanks to your debts.
This 320 megawatts power project was set up when the Congress government was in power. It actually went to court in 2017 when the BJP government was in power. The reason they went to court, and I'm not getting this, is because the BRO did not help them, which is a central government organization, etc. Then the court in 2023 decided that you pay 64 crores upfront, and the Himachal government is saving the taxpayers' money by saying, instead of giving the money upfront, let us resolve this to arbitration. Who's serving the corporates and who's serving the people of Himachal? The BJP shamelessly has the right to say this. The court is the court order for. You put the 64 crore upfront and go into arbitration. What is the Himachal government saying? We'll go into arbitration. It's the taxpayers' money. And when did this matter go to court? Fact check me, 2017 when BJP was in power. Who didn't help BRO? Central government. Who's making the people of Himachal suffer? The BJP. And they actually have the guts to come here and challenge Sukho, who's running the most efficient government in this country. You know, he made the salaries fifth to save 30 crores on taxation, on interest. He's made salaries fifth. So interest is here. He got a debt-ridden state. The central government has not paid him back his money, the GST money, the dues that are due to the state. The honourable MPs here raise these matters for the people of Himachal. Whose side are you on? The people of Himachal or the corporates?
GVL Narasimha Rao, the Congress government in Himachal was saying that we will not pay the money upfront. So what if the High Court says it is your fault? The High Court has not agreed to their condition. They have lost the case in High Court, yet you are at fault.
But we'll go to Supreme Court.
Please. For now,
yes, we'll go to Supreme Court.
When you go,
but we have money up front for their case.
For their case.
It's such a tragedy that a state like Himachal Pradesh, which has never had such a bad state of affairs, today is in throes of a crisis, financial crisis, because of a complete misgovernance, bad economic planning and policies by the Congress party. Rahul Gandhi has actually punished people of Himachal Pradesh for voting them to power. The same story is repeating in Karnataka. The same story is they have made umpteen promises only to grab votes, and when they win elections, they either don't launch their schemes or they want to withdraw their schemes. The so-called Shakti scheme in Karnataka is something they will anyway shut down. And in Himachal, they were so desperate, they wanted to raise money by taxing toilets. We've seen how toilet tax was conceived as a great idea by Rahul Gandhi-led policy team in Congress party. I think today they are out to sell their government assets only to somehow avoid payment of dues to the government.
Absolutely, but let me get in Dr. Sumansi Raman. Dr. Sumansi Raman, is it an option? Is it an option that the High Court says that you have to pay money upfront, but Tehseen says we will not pay it because we are not serving the corporates? But the court says you have to pay, then you have to pay. Instead, they have attached the Himachal Bhawan. I want to ask you, the point is that when you are in power, questions will be asked of you. And this situation has arisen in the Sukho government. So who should these questions be asked to?
Yeah, okay. Navika, first of all, in the intro to the program, you said there are two ways of, you can either give a man a fish or you can teach him to fish. There's also the third model, which I'm sure is what we are seeing around us, which is to take all the fish and give it to one or two people. That's the third model. So now the point really is, here is a government which says that as per the terms of the agreement, if there is to be a forfeiture, it has to be decided by arbitration.
Yes.
Now, this is what Mr. Sukhu is maintaining. What is the purpose of having a higher forum than the High Court if you can't go to it on appeal? So the government clearly is trying to save 64 crore for the public of Himachal by taking, I'm amazed that we are actually doing this topic as a debate because it does not serve the BJP to put it out in public domain at all. This is something where the government is fighting to save 64 crore for the people of Himachal and is making it clear that this should be decided by arbitration. There have been thousands and hundreds and hundreds and thousands.
Dr. Sumansi Raman is amazed we are even asking this question, Anand Ranganathan. Agar BJP Sarkar hoti, nobody would have raised a question. It is actually surprising that we are asking this question of a Congress Sarkar because they are wizards of finance. Please respond.
Navika, I am the last on this panel to, give my point of view, so please bear with me for a couple of minutes. First, on a lighter note, when my good friend Dr. Sumansi Raman says that, look, there is a third option, first being give a man a fish, second being teach him how to fish, and third being give all the fish to two people. On a lighter note, both those people, I know whom he is insinuating, Adani and Ambani, both are vegetarians, so I don't think they're going to use all that fish. No, but can I come back to the point at hand? Navika, honestly, I am a Darwinian atheist, but if I were to become a believer, I will only ask one thing from God. अगले जन्म में मुझे पूना वाला बनाइयो. क्या कॉन्फिडेंस है तहसीन में? मतलब ये शेर याद आ गया, उम्र भर गालिब यही भूल करता रहा, धूल चेहरे पे थी आईना साफ करता रहा. He is talking about a government that refuses to listen to the High Court, to the judges, and then in desperation, the courts have attached. Can I please ask him Priyanka Gandhi Vadra's affidavit? For how many years, more than a decade, you guys have refused to pay the tax due? And I know what's going to happen. You're going to say, abhi Supreme Court tak nahi gaye. अरे फिर उसके बाद कहेंगे इंटरनेशनल कोर्ट ऑफ जस्टिस तक नहीं गए, कोर्ट की सुननी ही नहीं, लेकिन कॉन्फिडेंस ऐसा कि डेट में जी रहे हैं लेकिन गलती किसी दूसरे की है. लुक, द फैक्ट ऑफ द मैटर इज तहसीन, यू नो एज वेल एज आई नो, हिमाचल प्रदेश हैज अ क्यूमुलेटिव डेट ऑफ रीचिंग 1 lakh crores. And most of it is because of the financial complete mismanagement, starting with the new pension scheme versus the old pension scheme that even your Congressee Montague Singh Ahluwalia said is the biggest revenue of all. You are now asking toilets to be taxed.
You are running around saying you don't have money to pay the MLAs their weekly, monthly salaries. What are you talking about? Listen to the courts, and you don't want to listen. तो मैं बता रहा हूँ 10 जनपद भी गिरवी रख दिया जाएगा.
Well, Anand Ranganathan, laws are meant for common man. You and I, we miss our EMIs. Our properties can be attached. लेकिन इनसे कैसे सवाल पूछ लिया? That is why never listen to the courts is what Tehseen Poonawala is preaching, because you are saving money. I as a common man also don't want to pay my EMI. मेरे को भी बचवा दो बैंक से Poonawala ji. But that's not the law that prevails. We all have to pay the bills that we raise, and that's exactly the situation in Himachal. But then this is economics, which is the khatakhat model, which clearly seems to be misfiring for now. Is it the right economics to follow? Well, the janta of this country will answer. We leave it at that. Thank you very much to all my panelists for joining me on this debate. And thank you, viewers, for being with me on the Newshour tonight. I'll be back tomorrow. And it is a big day. Exit polls. We begin the discussion at 5 p.m. tomorrow evening. Do join us for the big exit poll session tomorrow, straight from 5 p.m. in the evening right up to prime time. I'll be back with the Newshour tomorrow at 9 p.m.